Hey friends, how you doing? Hope you're having a wicked good day. This is Matt. Man, it's been a while since I've checked in, and a lot's happened. Monday, I'm waiting to hear the results of several tests that I've had from my new endocrinologist. I've recently attended a case study reception that I'm going to be in with my neurologist around traumatic brain injuries. So I'm going to be learning a ton of fascinating stuff about my body here over the next couple months, obviously. Um, but I did want to share this thought process that I have around things that you can control in life, and I call it protecting your supply lines. The thought process is really kind of around like, if you're in the middle of battle and your enemy really wanted to attack you and hit you where it hurts the most, would they go after your ammo and tear that apart, or would they go after your supply lines like your food, your water, your ability to sleep? So if they cut stuff off like that, if they cut off your ability like to have access to food, like that severely messes with you. Even before you run out of food, even before you're hungry, just knowing that tonight I'm not going to eat. That is a situation that you can be in where you're almost instantly vulnerable to your enemy in those situations. So I look at myself and figure out like, well, what are my supply lines? What are the things that I need to protect on a daily basis to ensure that I'm setting myself up for as much of a win as possible? And so the things that I identified is, and I'm going to kind of just go over these just briefly, and then I'll do some more video kind of breaking down each one of them in further detail. But the first one that I look at is, do I create time for either prayer, meditation, sleep, journaling, quiet time, basically. So I bucket those all into one: prayer, meditation, quiet time, journaling, all of that stuff right into one. Do I make time for that every day? To kind of set myself and get grounded. The second one on there is sleep. How many hours of sleep do I need a night to function, properly the next day? Do I have structure around sleep? Do I have a routine when I go to bed, of winding down? Do I have a time when I'm going to be waking up every day? So how much time do I want to give myself in the morning to get ready? All those things kind of factor into sleep. The third one that I have is nutrition, diet. How am I fueling my body every day? Am I scheduling meals? Am I being intentional about eating? A third one that I have on there also is fitness. And this doesn't mean going to the gym and working out for an hour, because I have a lot of physical limitations right now. So it can be as simple as, am I stepping outside for a moment to even just, stretch for a minute, and get some fresh air, or just even walk? Like, it can be anything but something that gets the blood flowing and gets me out of this house. And the last one that I think is incredibly important is a strong inner circle. Like, actually, like, do I have a strong inner circle of friends in my life that I can reach out to on any given day and look for support or feedback, support them, like whatever it is, like the type of friends that will support and love you unconditionally, so that even if they don't even understand what you're going through, like, they're going to be right there with you to support you no matter what. I had a friend say a long time ago, there are friends out there that you'll have, good friends that'll help you move into a new apartment or a new house. And then you got the kind of friends in your life that would help you move a body. And I always connected with that. I hope I'm never in that situation. I hope none of my friends ever call me for that situation. But I get the thought process behind it. So I just kind of wanted to share that thought process first around protecting your supply lines. And it's so important to me that, as you can see, like on the window, trying to point on there. I actually write it down now, so that's my intentionality behind it, is having it written down so I can look at it every day and understand how intentional am I about this. So you have to be able to serve and protect yourself first before you can just go out there and start serving others. And so while my doctors are doing all the work around getting me back on track, these are the things that I know I can start controlling in order to be better for myself. So that whole idea is you put your oxygen mask on first before you start helping other people. So, and I think it's great because once you start understanding what your supply lines are, that then allows me to now also look at, okay, what are also my values that I want to articulate and define, so I know how to keep those tanks full also. So it keeps me from going astray in life and keeps me on track. So a lot of good stuff. I can't wait to break it all down over time here. So let me know your thoughts. I'd love to hear what your ideas are. Maybe you know what you have for supply lines and you want to share them. So appreciate you all and have a great day, and we'll talk soon. Live with that courageous heart. Bye-bye.